Designated a U.S. Registered National Landmark in 1974. Are you filming it?
Mm-hmm.
Hi. We're on our way to Luray Cave. We made it. We're off the cold mountain. And now we get to go explore. So I'm excited.
Yep, she really wanted to do this one. I didn't know if we were going to have time for it. We'll make it work.
It's on my bucket list for Virginia. I have a bucket list for each state, especially on the East Coast. And this was one for Virginia.
Mm-hmm. Down the entrance and into the beginning of the cave, I think. Here we go. Oh look, more wet. Seems like everywhere we go this trip has been wet. It smells musty down here. So, it's like a self-guided tour. You want to show them the tour?
Yes.
Cheers.
You have like a brochure with information about different areas. But so far I have not seen a number.
This is not impressive enough to talk about.
Guess not.
We're learning about stalagmites, and stalactites. How do you remember which one's which?
Me?
Yep.
Kenny said stalagmites are on the floor because you might trip on them. And stalactites are on the ceiling because you gotta hang on tight.
Isn't that wonderful?
This room is called the Fish Market because when they found this formation, it reminded them of the old fish markets and how the fish were hung. So that's what they named the room.
These are cool. They're like ribbons and blades of rock.
Looks so alien.
It really does.
It's called that
Why is that?
because human skeletal remains were found in this area.
What is it called?
Skeleton Gorge.
Ooh.
The bones were most likely washed into the gorge through a previously existing opening. Researchers determined the fragments were from a sub-adult female and had been embedded in calcimite for hundreds of years. They are now in the collection at the Smithsonian Institution in Washington, D.C.
Hmm. I think it's the biggest room so far.
Apparently this is the oldest part of the cavern.
It's very white over there. Looks like ice. The rock is so thin right there. You can see a light through it.
Well, the light they put in there, but
Yeah. It does it over here too.
that one looks like straight up. It really does look cloth.
Mm-hmm.
With a pattern at the bottom of it.
It's unbelievable. The cheese. So that right there apparently fell from the ceiling.
7,000 years ago.
That would have been so loud. And it's been there so long that the rocks have started growing back around it.
And that's how they know it was 7,000 years ago, based off that new growth.
Mm.
This is the stalagmite
Stalagmite.
organ. Stalagmite organ.
It's got wiring ran all through the cave in here. And it's got little contraptions.
Connected the stalagmite. No, stalactite.
Uh-huh.
And it hits them, and it makes a sound.
And so it makes it the world's biggest musical instrument.
Biggest musical instrument in the world.
That it uses this whole room.
Mm-hmm. It says it covers 3 acres.
You hear that? That's the sound of a cave. Stalagmites being grown.
Okay, what are we wishing for?
Safe trip home. Warm weather.
Fine. No, you know what I want to wish for? 1,000 subscribers for Southern Mosey. Here we go. 1,000 subscribers, Southern Mosey. Your turn. What you wishing for?
That the weather turns 80 degrees. What were they called?
These are called the fried eggs. And it's where 2 stalagmites broke when they were enlarging, and it became commonplace to rub them for good luck, which is why they're so nice and smooth and pretty.
I'm starving.
But you're not allowed to touch them now.
Let's go get some real fried eggs. Oh, I think some of my taller friends would have a problem coming through here.
Yeah.
I'm like perfect cave exploring height.
Yeah, Kenny's like 5'7". So pretty much all his friends are taller.
You're doing pretty good.
Well, I'm 1 inch shorter than you.
So if you're tall, you know, duck when you come through here. Okay, so we did the Luray Caverns.
Mm-hmm.
And now right after that we went and got some lunch. And we went to that amazing little Italian restaurant.
Yes.
What was it called?
I forgot the name.
Okay, so we did the caverns.
Yes, we did.
What do you think of them?
They were amazing. If you're near the area, you have to go see them because they're humongous.
It really was. I got to the point where I was tired of looking at rocks, and they were amazing.
Yeah, like it's an hour long self-guided tour,
Mm-hmm.
so it takes you an hour to walk through them. It's quite a lot. And I mean, we got video footage and pictures, but it does not do
not at
them
all.
justice.
I would take a picture and be like, "Well, that doesn't do any good."
You
just
have
couldn't.
to be there to really see it.
But we did that, and then we were starving by the time we left, so we went to Il
Vesuvio.
Vesuvio. It's a little Italian restaurant. I say little Italian restaurant, right there by the caverns.
Yeah, it's like one of those mom and pop hole in the wall kind of places.
and it was delicious.
It was so good.
So good.
So good.
And then we've been on our way home for now for we've done 3
We've been
hours.
home forever.
We've done 3 hours and it is freezing. It's warmed up a little bit, but it's been cold.
Up a lot since when we woke up this morning trying to get off that
Started this
mountain.
day at 33 degrees.
We're at 51
Yep.
now.
So that's getting in the right direction. But we're about 2 hours from home. So we're gonna probably stop one more time for gas. What?
I want to ride 2 more hours.
But,
it's already like after 7, so it's gonna be dark by the time we finally pull in.
We diddled too much today.
So we thought we'd finish this video here so we don't have to film again in the dark. But we wanted to say thank y'all for joining us. Make sure you like and subscribe, right, babe?
Yep.
And remember my fountain wish. 1,000 subscribers. So tell your friends. Go subscribe to Southern Mosey for our next adventures.
All right, y'all. Mosey on.
Mosey on.
Looks like peanut butter.
Ew.